So dear students, today we'll study about multiple disc clutch. So already I told in the previous video that for heavy duty application, for lorries, trucks and four wheelers, we are going to use multiple disc clutch since lot of power has to be transmitted. So to solve the problem, here also we are going to use the two condition: uniform pressure theory and uniform axial wear theory. So as usual, for new clutch we are going to use uniform pressure theory, and old clutch we are going to use uniform wear theory. And also we have to use uniform wear theory if nothing is stated in the problem. Okay. Now we will see some quick recap of formulas used in multiple disc clutch. So formulas are same as of single plate clutch. So T equal to N mu WR. So N is number of friction surfaces, mu is coefficient of friction, W is axial thrust, and R is the mean radius of surfaces. Okay, here as usual for pressure theory we are using this 2 by 3 R1 cube minus R2 cube by R1 square minus R2 square. For uniform wear theory we are going to use R1 plus R2 by 2. And other formula is for axial thrust, uniform wear theory we are going to use pi 2 pi c R1 minus R2, and C is P into R, that is P max into R2, since the pressure is maximum for the R2. So this is P max into R2. So similarly for uniform pressure condition you are going to use this formula W equal to PAV into pi R1 square minus R2 square. Okay. So only small change here is instead of N in single plate clutch we will use N equal to 2. In multiple disc clutch, so they will, in the problem they will mention N1 number of discs on the driving shaft and number of discs on the driven shaft. So to calculate N, you have to calculate N1 plus N2 minus 1. Suppose N1 is 3, N2 is 3 means 3 plus 3 6 minus 1 5 we have to use in the problem. Yeah. So already I told multiple disc is used to transmit and a large torque is required. A clutch should have a torque capacity substantially greater than the nominal torque required so that the load can be accelerated without excessive slip. Okay. So suppose if the application is given, so while designing we have to consider service factor which includes driver, driven, dynamic characteristics factors, wear factor and frequency factor. So based on different condition, the torque, initial torque required may be more or has to be increased. So we have to find out service factor in the multiple disc clutch if the application is given. So we will solve one problem based on application. So how to increase? So design torque T into Ks. So the Ks is K1, K2, K3, K4. So K1 is the driver dynamic characteristics factor, K2 driven dynamic characteristics factor, K3 is a wear factor, K4 is a frequency of operation factor. So we'll see one problem, multiple disc clutch when application is given. So both the problems are same, single plate or multiple clutch. You have to find out whether the application is given. So now in this problem it is mentioned a car engine, an application is given. So you have to increase your torque based on the car engine application. So even for a single plate clutch also you have to use. So the problem is given, car engine has its rated output of 12 kilowatt. The maximum torque developed is 100 Newton meter. The clutch used is of single plate having two active surfaces. So this is a single plate problem having an application is given. The axial pressure not to exceed 85 kN per meter square. The external plate is 1.25 times internal diameter. Determine the dimension of friction plate, and the axial force exerted by the springs and coefficient of friction is 0.3. So these are the given data. Here N is 2. Since it's a single plate, N is 2. It is a multiple plate, N equal to N1 plus N2 minus 1. So in the problem they will mention what are the number of frictions they are driven shaft and driven shaft. You have to calculate the value. So other things are some ratios are given here. So torque values, initial torque value is given. Now you have to increase the torque value based on your application. Okay, so the normal, so nothing is stated, so you are going to solve the problem based on uniform wear theory. So torque developed is given the problem. Since the application is given car engine, we have to find the design torque. So we know the design torque value is T into Ks, where Ks is K1, K2, K3, K4. So we know the driver factor, driven factor, wear factor, engagement factor, friction factor. Okay. So from the data book, you can see in the data book 7.90 page number, you can find out the factor for driving system, and 7.91 can find out for driven system. So like this. Okay, you will see on. So we are having car engine application. So it is not the power is transmitted from car engine, not from electrical motor. So we are going to use this table. Machine with low starting torque, characteristics, turbines, and line transmission. So since it's not electric motor, we are using the second option. And for driven system, we'll use this piston type compressor. You are going to use the driven system is going to the engine. This initial battery, small starting motor will be there. So this is a compressor. So engine type. So we're using this 1.25 value. So 0.33, 1.25. Third one is the page number 7.91. You're having speed factor. So given the speed 1000, so your value is 0.322, 0.32. And for number of engagements K4, we'll use this. Assume your engagement 48. You can assume anything. Okay, it's not dependent. Suppose you can assume 48. It is 0.90 since nothing is stated. Okay, overall, if you see, the value is 0.33, 1.25. It is also assumed, assuming 1000 RPM and assuming 48 engagements. Now we'll find out that design torque value. So your design torque is T into Ks. If you add all the Ks value, K1, K2, K3, K4 comes 2.9. So design torque is T into Ks. So 100 into 2.8 is equal to 18 Newton meter. So now we have to find out W. For uniform wear condition, 2 pi C R1 minus R2. So C is P max into R2. So R2 value is unknown. So P max value is given the problem 85 into 10 power 3 R2. Okay, substitute the value here 85 10 power R2. So this is R1 minus R2. So the problem ratio is given. So the R1 is 1.25 R2. So you can substitute the value here. And still you can reduce it. This comes around 1.335 into 10 power 5 R2 square. Now we'll go with the torque transmitted. N mu WR, we know the formula for that. So here it is an uniform wear condition, R1 plus R2 by 2. So N mu W R1 plus R2 by 2. So we know the design torque value 280 Newton meter, and N is 2, mu 0.3 coefficient of friction, W value found out this value, and R1 1.25 R2 plus R2 divided by 2. So if you reduce the value, it comes around R2 is 0.145 meter or 145.9 millimeter. So you know the relation given the problem 1.25 R2. So we can find out like this. So from this you can also find out R1 and R2 from this problem. So now what's the next question is W for uniform wear condition 2 pi C R1 minus R2. Since you have found out all the values of R1 minus R2, you can substitute and you can find out the value 2841.79 Newton. So you found out both internal diameter, internal radius, external radius, and axial force exerted on the spring. And at the end you write the answer like this. So always write the answer at the end so that you can easily visible and I can easily score the marks like this.